So depending upon the nature as well as transaction, we are going to classify the transaction into separate books, which is called as what? Subsidiary books. Purchase of fixed asset on credit basis will be recorded in the journal proper. Write the heading purchase returns book. You know the format, date, debit note number, name of the supplier, ledger folio as well as amount. Hello everyone, I am Harshita, lecturer, Department of Commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. My dear students, today we are in the first session of Unit 3 of the subject Fundamentals of Business Accounting, and this is for first sem B.B.A student. So as per your NEP syllabus, so your Unit 3 under Fundamentals of Business Accounting is Subsidiary books. So my dear students, so this is a continuation of Unit 2 here. So in your Unit 2, you have learnt about recording of transactions, that is how you are going to record the transactions in journal, then transferring of journal entries to ledger accounts, so which is called as what? Posting. After that, in order to check the accuracy of ledger account, we have learnt how to prepare the trial balance. In today's session, we shall continue with all the subsidiary books. So this is a separate unit, that is Unit 3 subsidiary books. Now what is the meaning of subsidiary books? So as you all know, you had already learnt in your PUC about subsidiary books. So here also, we are going to classify the transactions as per their nature into separate books. Whereas in ledger, we are going to classify into separate accounts. Here, we are going to classify into separate books. For example, all the transactions relating to credit purchase will be recorded in one separate book, which is called as purchasers book. In the same way, all the transactions, that is credit transactions relating to sales, that is credit sales of goods, will be recorded in separate book, which is called as sales book. So depending upon the nature as well as transaction, we are going to classify the transaction into separate books, which is called as what? Subsidiary books. Now let us see the meaning of subsidiary books here. The transactions of similar nature, that is of the same nature, are recorded in special journal. So this subsidiary books is also called as special journal, is called as day books or subsidiary books. So these books, depending upon the nature of the transactions, we are going to classify the transactions into separate books, which is called as what? Subsidiary books. Now, what are the importance of the subsidiary books? So, when we open a purchase book, we will come to know what is the exact purchase of goods, that is credit purchase of goods that have taken place in the organization. So, we need not check each and every transactions in the journal. So, by seeing the subsidiary books itself, we'll come to know what is the balance of each and every books. So, it may be purchase book, sales book, purchase returns, sales return. So like that, each and every book balance can be easily ascertained through preparation of subsidiary books. Now let us see what are the types of subsidiary books or day books. So there are various types of subsidiary books like purchasers book, purchase returns book, sales returns book, cash book. Under cash book also there are number of types of cash book. So we are going to learn in this particular unit. Next, bills receivable book, bills payable book as well as journal proper. Now, what is this journal proper? So if none of the transaction that occurs in any of the subsidiary book till bills payable book will come under journal proper. So these are the various types of subsidiary books. So which are the types of subsidiary books? We have purchase book, purchase returns book, sales returns book, cash book, bills receivable book, bills payable book as well as journal proper. So in this particular unit, you are going to learn individually about each and every types of books. Now coming to purchase book or purchaser's journal. So purchase book is also called as purchaser's journal because subsidiary books are special journals. Okay. So let us see what is this purchase book and what type of transactions we have to record in the purchase book. So all credit purchase of goods. So this you have to remember. So what type of transactions we are going to record? All credit purchase of goods. Only goods, not any other assets. Okay, so all credit purchase of goods will be recorded, are recorded in the purchase book or purchase journal. We will not record any of the cash transactions because cash transactions will be recorded in the cash book. In purchase book, we will record all the credit purchase of goods only, not any other assets. So this is about your purchase book. So there is a note which tells that what type of transactions we have to record. So only credit purchase of goods we have to record. If it is cash purchase, then we are not going to record in the purchase book. We will record in the cash book because it is a cash transaction. And the second note is that other purchases such as purchase of machinery, building are recorded in. So where we are going to record this purchase of assets. So it may be building, furniture, machinery. So all these assets are recorded in the cash book if it is purchased on cash. So all the purchase of asset, if it is purchased on cash basis, we will record in the cash book. If it is purchased on credit basis, then we will record in the journal proper. So remember, in purchase book, we will record only purchase of goods, not any other assets, and only credit purchase, no any cash transactions. So all the cash transactions will be recorded in the cash book, and suppose if the asset is purchased on credit basis, we are not going to record in the purchase book, we will record in the journal proper. So these points you have to remember. So if you know these points, it's very easy to prepare the purchase book. Now let us see the format of purchase book. So first you have to write the heading purchasers book or purchasers journal. Now what is the format? You will be having date column, inward invoice number. So when you purchase, now how to remember this inward invoice number? So when you purchase goods, what comes to the business? Goods. So it is coming in. So inward invoice number, and in particulars you will write name of the supplier from whom we have purchased. Next, ledger folio column, and you will be having amount column. So this is a simple format of purchase book. So what is the format? You will be having date column where you are going to write the date of each and every transaction. Next, inward invoice number. If they have given in the problem inward invoice number, you have to fill that inward invoice number. If they have not given, let it be blank. Next, name of the supplier. You will write the name of the supplier from whom we have purchased the goods on credit basis. Next, ledger folio column. So normally ledger folio column will be blank. Then amount. What amount we have purchased the goods. So that amount we have to write. Next, at last you have to total. So total all the amount and write the total. So this will be the balance of purchases book. So hope you are clear with the format. Directly go through a problem so that you can clearly understand how we have to prepare the purchases book. So go through the problem. From the following transaction, prepare purchases book. Now we have to identify whether these transactions has to be recorded in the purchase book or not. Okay. So why we have to see through that? Because only credit purchase of goods will be recorded and no other cash purchase. And only credit purchase of goods, not any other assets. Okay, now go through the first transaction. 1/11/2019 bought goods from Smita. Now they have given the name of the person Smita and they have not mentioned the word cash. In the sense, it is being purchased on credit basis. How much? 14,000. Okay, so how do you write in your purchases book? Let us directly go through the solution. So you will write the heading purchases book. You know the format of purchase book, date, inward invoice number, name of the supplier, ledger folio as well as amount. So write the date. So what is the date? 1/11/2019. So in the first transaction there is no inward invoice number. So let it be dash. Next, what is the name of the supplier? Smita. So write the name of the supplier. And what is the amount they have given? 14,000. So write the amount 14,000. Now coming to the next transaction, 7/11/2019, purchased goods from Rupa. So this is also a credit transaction. So we have to record. And the amount is how much? 2,000. So go through the solution. 7/11/2019, there is no inward invoice number. So let it be dash. And name of the supplier is what? Rupa. So write the name of the supplier. Ledger folio column will be dash and amount. So what is amount? 2000. So you'll write the amount 2000. Next, coming to the next transaction, 14/11/2019 bought goods from Ranjan. So this is also goods which is purchased on credit basis. So we have to record the transaction and the amount is 25,000. So how do we write? Write the date 14/11/2019, inward invoice number is dash and name of the supplier is Ranjan. So write name of the supplier Ranjan and what is the amount? 25,000, right? 25,000. Now coming to the next transaction, 26/11/2019 purchased building from Kanika. Of course, they have purchased building on credit basis because they have given the name of the person Kanika, but see that or see through that whether purchase of an asset, fixed asset, whether we will record in the purchase book? No. So this transaction is not recorded in a purchase book, but make sure that you will write a note for it. So you have to write a note why you have not recorded that transaction in the purchases book. We shall write later. Now coming to the next one, 29/11/2019, Jaya supplied goods to us. So Jaya is selling goods to us in the sense what we have purchased. Okay. So this transaction has to be recorded in the purchase book because we have purchased from Jaya on credit basis. So how do we write? 29/11/2019, inward invoice number is dash and name of the supplier is Jaya. What is the amount? And the amount is 26,000. So we are done with purchases book, only so much transactions. Now what you have to do? You have to total all the amount. So when you total, so you'll get 67,000. That is total of 14,000 plus 2,000 plus 25,000 and 26,000. So total you'll get 67,000. But we have not recorded one transaction here, that is which have taken place on 26, for which we have to write a note. So how do you write a note? Purchase building from Kanika for rupees 1 lakh on 26/11/2019 is not recorded in the purchases book and it is entered where? In the journal proper, because purchase of fixed asset on credit basis will be recorded in the journal proper. Suppose if we have purchased fixed asset on cash basis, then it goes for cash account or cash book. So here it is purchased on credit basis, so we have to record in the journal proper. So this is how you are going to record the purchases book. Now moving on to the next problem, we shall see one more problem here. Enter the following transactions in the purchases book. Now go through the date 1/2/2018, purchased from Mandya Sugar Mill 4 quintals of sugar at rupees 3,000 per quintal. Now, how do you write this? They have not given directly amount. So, they have given 4 quintals of sugar at rupees 3,000 per quintal. So, you have to multiply and write. So, directly we shall go through the solution. So, write the heading purchases book. And you know the format: date, inward invoice number, name of the supplier, ledger folio as well as amount. Now, write the date first. So, since we have to record this transaction because it is purchase of goods on credit basis, so we will record that transaction in a purchases book. So, what is the date? 1/2/2018. So, write the date. So, they have not given inward invoice number. So, let it be blank. And purchase from Mandya Sugar Mill. So, name of the supplier is Mandya Sugar Mill. So, write name of the supplier. How much we have purchased? 4 quintals of sugar at rupees 3,000 per quintal. In the sense 4 into 3,000. Or this is how you have to calculate. 4 into 3,000. So what the answer you will get? That is 12,000. So the amount has to be written in the amount column, 12,000. Now coming to the next one. So we have 10/2/2018 bought from Bharat Rice Mill, Raichur, 5 quintals of rice at rupees 2,000 per quintal. Of course, this also has to be recorded in the purchase book. So, how to write? Write the date 10/2/2018. They have not given inward invoice number, name of the supplier, that is Bharat Rice Mill, Raichur. So, this is the name of the supplier, Bharat Rice Mill, Raichur. And how to calculate the amount? 5 quintals of rice at rupees 2,000. So, 5 into 2000. 5 into 2000. So if you multiply, you will get 10,000. So hope you are clear with the second entry. Now come to the third one. 15 to 2018 bought from Rahul Traders, Belgaum 2 quintals of wheat at rupees 2,500 per quintal. So here also it is on credit basis. So we have to record the transaction in the purchase book. So write the date 15 to 2018. They have not given inward invoice number and name of the supplier. So who is the name of the supplier? Rahul Traders, Belgaum. So write name of the supplier Rahul Traders, Belgaum, and what is the amount? 2 quintals of wheat at rupees 2,500. In the sense 2 into 2,500. So multiply that and write the amount in the outer column. So you'll get 5,000. In the same way, going to the next entry, 20 to 2018, purchased from Kalburgi Dal Mill 1 quintal of dal at rupees 5,000 per quintal. So here also we have to record the transaction. So write the date 20 to 2018. There is no inward invoice number and what is the name of the supplier? Kalburgi Dal Mill. So Kalburgi Dal Mill and what is the amount? 1 quintal at rupees 5,000. So 1 into 5,000. So how much you'll get? It is 5,000. Next one. 20 to 2018 purchased from Tata Tea Suppliers 10 kgs of tea powder at rupees 200 per kg. So this is also a goods. So we have to record here. So 20 to 2018 inward invoice number is dash and what is the name of the supplier? Tata Tea Suppliers. So write the name of the supplier and what is the amount? 10 kg at rupees 200. So 10 into 200. So 10 into 200 you have to multiply. So you'll get 2,000. Now what you have to do? As usual we have to write the total here and add all the columns. That is add all the amounts. So the total you'll get 34,000. So this is the balance of your purchase book in this problem. So hope you are clear how you have to solve the problem on purchases book. Now we shall go through one more subsidiary book, that is purchase returns book. Now suppose I have purchased goods and I have written it back. So such type of transaction has to be recorded in purchase returns book. And remember only it should be purchase of goods and it has been returned it back to the supplier. So that has to be recorded in purchase returns book. So this book is used to record the return of such goods as were purchased on credit basis, and I should have purchased on credit basis and I should have been returned it back to the supplier. So such type of transactions are recorded in purchase returns book. So this book or the book is also known as return outward book. Why it is called as return outward book? Because we are returning it back or the goods is being returned out. So it is also called as return outward book. So hope you are clear with purchase returns book. Now we shall directly go through the format here. Format of purchase returns book. So how do you write? Purchase returns book or purchase return journal book. Now what is the format? Date. So here there will be few changes. So in the purchase book it is inward invoice number, whereas in purchase returns book it is debit note number. Rest everything will be same. In the particulars, name of the supplier, ledger folio and amount. So everything are same, only this you have to give more importance, where in purchase returns book it is debit note number. So hope you are clear with the format of purchase returns book. So let us directly go through the problem. Now prepare purchase returns book from the following transactions. So they have given you certain transactions where they are asking us to prepare the purchase returns book. Now August 2019, August 5th, 2019, return goods to Sunil Traders. In the sense we had already purchased from Sunil, now we are returning it back to Sunil Traders. Now how do you write this transaction? Of course they have mentioned goods here. So it is a credit purchase of goods which is been returned it back. So how do you write? So first draw the format, purchase returns book, date, and the format is date, debit note number, name of the supplier, ledger folio as well as amount. Now coming to the first transaction, August 5th, 2019. So write the date. They have not given debit note number, so let it be dash. Now name of the supplier. So what is the name of the supplier? Sunil Traders. So write name of the supplier Sunil Traders, and what is the amount? They have directly given 1,500. So write the amount 1,500. Now come to the second one. 10th August, goods returned to Shishma Private Limited 2,200. So how do you write? Write the date 10th. Debit note number they have not given. Let it be blank. And name of the supplier is Sushma Private Limited. So write name of the supplier, and what is the amount? Amount 2,200. So write the amount 2,200. Now coming to the next one, 17th, return outward. So return outward means what? It is purchase return. Okay, so they might give you a problem or give the transaction where indicating return outward. So it means what? It's nothing but purchase returns only. So return outward to Netra Traders. How much? Rupees 220. So how do you write? Write the date. There is no debit note number, and name of the supplier is Netra Traders, and what is the amount? Amount is 220. Now coming to the next one, goods returned to Navya Traders. So 28th, goods returned to Navya Traders. So name of the supplier is Navya Traders, but there is a trade discount of 10%. So you have to minus that trade discount, that is 10% of 7,000. So how do you write? Write the date 28th. There is no debit note number. Name of the supplier is Navya Traders, and they have given the amount 7,000. But there is a trade discount of 10%. So less trade discount, that is 7,000 into 10%, that is 700. So 7,000 minus 700, so you'll get 6,300. So hope you are clear. Next one, 31st, goods returned to Raghu Traders. Now here also they have given the name of the supplier. So how do you write in your purchase returns book? Write the date 31st, and name of the supplier is Raghu Traders, and they have not given the debit note number. So let it be blank, and name of the supplier is Raghu Traders, and what is the amount? 400. So write the amount 400. Now as usual, you have to total all the amount so that you will get the balance of purchase returns book. So what is the balance? That is 10,620. If you add all these, you will get 10,620. So this is how you are going to prepare purchase returns book. Now we shall go through one more problem on purchase returns book. Now go through the problem here. Enter the following transaction in purchase returns book of Ganga Traders. So they have given a certain transaction where they are asking us to prepare the purchase returns book. Now go through the first one. July 12th, 2017, return goods to Shanti Traders for rupees 3,000 and debit note number is 112. So they have given the debit note number as well as the name of the supplier. So we shall directly prepare the purchase returns book. So go through the solution, write the heading purchase returns book. You know the format, date, debit note number, name of the supplier, ledger folio as well as amount. So what is the first date? That is 12th July 2017. So write the date and debit note number. So in this problem they have given the debit note number. So write that debit note number 112. And what is the name of the supplier? Shanti Traders. So name of the supplier is Shanti Traders and the amount is 3,000. So write the amount in the amount column, 3,000. Now coming to the next transaction, that is 16th July 2017, return goods to Jyoti Traders for rupees 15,000 and they have given the debit note number 131. So write the date 16th July and the debit note number is 131. Name of the supplier is Jyoti Traders. So write the name of the supplier and the amount is 15,000. So write 15,000 in the amount column. Now coming to the next transaction, that is 29th July, returned outward. So returned outward means what? That is purchase return. So returned outward to Tara Traders rupees 250 and the debit note number is 116. So write the date 29th July, debit note number is 116 and name of the supplier is Tara Traders and the amount is how much? That is 250. That is write 250 in the amount column. Now what you have to do, we are done with all the entries, that is total of purchase returns book. So total all the amount so that you will get 18,250. So what is this 18,250? Balance of purchase returns book. So my dear students, hope you have understood how you have to solve the problem on purchases book as well as purchase returns book. In my next session, I am going to discuss the next two subsidiary book, that is sales book as well as sales returns book. We shall see what type of transactions that we have to record in the sales book and what is the format, and we shall solve few problems on sales book as well as sales returns book also. So my dear students, hope you have understood today's session. See you all in my next session with a new topic. Till then, take care. Thank you.